Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is your boy Tanveer Sai, the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons, as all your support really helps me remain motivated to continue making a variety of different type of videos in this channel as a legally blind YouTube content creator, and through the algorithm would also help this channel grow. Now, I'm doing a little bit of a digression because I got a request to make a video about the current situation, or rather about the opinions of one player about the current situation of the Bangladesh Premier League. Me personally, I am not watching those matches because I find T20 tournament style cricket to be too redundant, and for me it takes away from my own um, attraction for international cricket. But I got the request, so I'm just gonna make this video real quick. In case you don't know, Shakib Al Hassan, the man, once again had some very scathing remarks towards the BPL and its stature. Now, where the BPL is in trouble is that Mashrafi Motaza also is now on the side of Shakib. He said that, yeah, what he said is right. Like, our BPL is produced so haphazardly. It is produced so poorly, organized so rubbishly, that people don't take this seriously anymore. That in a country of 170 million, you're still having empty seats, which means that there is a huge problem in the organizing side of things, in the management side of things, in the marketing side of things, in the franchise side of things, and whatnot. Um, I'm not a politician, so I don't know what the reasons are. I don't. But like, even like, up until like the last match, because I was actually waiting a few days. I think the guy who made the count was Mujahid. Yeah, I think yeah, I was waiting for a few days actually, for more news to accrue. And now the media is lambasting um, the entirety of the BPL left, right, and center. Like, to the point where, like, they even get the player averages wrong. Apparently, Musaddiq Hussain averages like over 1,000 runs per wicket or something like that. And another player has 50 half centuries when in reality he has only 10. And like, they get the jersey name wrong, they get the spelling wrong, and whatnot. So I don't know what's going on. It's in see it's in such shambles um, that even tournaments like that started later on, like the CPL, the PSL, and by the way, shout out to Ramiz Raja, man. People don't write off what Ramiz Raja has done for Pakistan cricket, man. In 1 year, he came back. He came back in 1 year. I mean, or maybe like just 1.5, maybe 2 years. He made PSL very significant compared to what it was before. And yes, if people don't know, there used to be something called the Pakistan Premier League. It actually used to air on 10 sports. If people don't know that, yeah, okay. But this was a time where, like, 10 sports used to cover a lot of cricket. Even the Stanford T20 World Cup, or the Stanford T20 tournament, that Alan Stanford thing. Anyways, so what I was saying, Shakib and Mashrafi. See, first of all, I think a lot more other players have the same opinion. Okay, that it's organized poorly, but they can't speak against the system. Okay, the system is the BCB. Okay, see, few people have that much clout, that much uh, backing, that much status behind them to challenge the system. Okay, Shakib is one of them. And believe me, this is the truth. Bangladesh needs Shakib. Bangladesh cricket, rather, needs Shakib. Shakib does not need Bangladesh cricket. Same way, Bangladesh cricket needs Mashrafi Mortaza. Regardless of the past, in the present and future, Mashrafi Mortaza does not need Bangladesh cricket. Yeah, at this old age, Mashrafi is still playing cricket. Why? Why do you think that is? Because Mashrafi carries with him a brand name. He has in Bangladesh he has become an institution of himself. Same way Shakib, and if Tamim joins in, the Tamim is also like he's slowly getting up there, or not slowly. He's getting to that point as well that he will become strong enough to challenge the system. Okay, very few people have done this. One of the recent people who have done this is and this is not in cricket, is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, his demand was so high. From what I gather, he went against, or in a way, he influenced Comedy Central's hand, and he basically complied Comedy Central to accept to submit to his terms. Now, if it was something like some new up and comer comedian, if it was some even Daisy Ripley or someone like that, if they went and spoke against the system, the system would immediately chew them out, because the system is like, we don't need you. If we lose you, we don't lose anything. But Shakib and Mashrafi are in that position that if the BCB loses Shakib and Mashrafi, the BCB loses more than Shakib and Mashrafi loses, because Mashrafi is set, he's going to politics and whatnot. Shakib, his demand is he still has IPL. He has his own business. I believe he's settled down here somewhere in Wisconsin. So they're set. They're set. Now, why this is happening? I have a theory. Okay, and like I said, I don't live in Bangladesh. Okay, I live here in the United States right now. I don't know much about Bangladeshi politics and whatnot, but I have a theory, and you usually see this in other countries as well. Okay, the franchises, right? The team owners. The power difference between them and the BCB is not that much. On the other hand, the power difference between the teams of the Indian Premier League and the BCCI is astronomical. Like in some cases, like you don't mess with the BCCI, no matter who you are, unless you are unless you are the prime minister and or his very close inner circle themselves. Unless you are that high up, you don't have any legs to stand on if you want to mess with the BCCI and if you're an organization in India. For the BCB, this is just my theory. I don't think that difference is that high. So these franchisees, they know that they can get away with a lot of things. And if the BCB tries to make a lot of noise, they'll just say, okay, we'll pull out. The BCCI, if this is if this is India, they say we'll pull out. I'm like, okay, your organization for the next 10, 15 years are banned from anything to do with Indian cricket. There are 10 more people waiting to take your place. But now, the thing that Shakib said and Mashrafi said about the circus cricket league that it has turned into, the BPL. That's also another reason I don't watch it. Let's see, has enough feathers been ruffled? Has enough cages been rattled for the BCB to finally put its foot down and say that, you know what, you franchisees, you don't want to do anything? No, you want to do it your way and not our way? All right, get out of here. Okay, we'll sponsor these teams. We have enough money. Get out of here. Let's see if the BCB can do that. Right, those are my 2 cents on this topic. Please hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons, and let me know what your thoughts are on this topic in the comment section below. Sorry for this digression. Now I'm gonna go back to the God of War Ragnarok playthrough.